Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome. Can you guys hear me and see the video? Hello, Maruf. Welcome. So, let's wait a little while before we start our interactive grammar session. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome. Sabiha. Welcome. Aisha. Nisha. Welcome. Suha. I turn. Sabiha. You can have a welcome. Nisha again, thank you very much. Is Guylan. Welcome everyone. Say our local time is 8:41 p.m. Tuesday night, which is the UK time. And how are you all doing today? And what's the local time? And from which location are you watching? Hello, David. Welcome. Pauline, welcome. Bear, welcome. I says 1:11 a.m. from India. Oh, you didn't sleep yet. Savia says, I'm from Kurdistan. Walker Man says 4:45 a.m. Oh, where are you from, guys? I says 1:26 a.m. You're from Nepal. Heva says Egypt. Savia says 10:42. Okay, so today's interactive grammar session. If you remember, we started some grammar the day before yesterday. We'll continue today. Can you see the screen clearly, guys? David says 4:43 p.m. Brazil. Bear says 10:43 p.m. Iraq. Hello, Ahmed. Welcome. Hello, Uthman. Welcome. Hello, Heba. We are occur again. It's quite visible. That's great. We'll start from number 8. I believe that we finished up to number 7. But if you want to do from the number 1, that's fine. We can do it. Tell me, what do you like to do? Do you like to start from number 1? Or would you like to start from 8? Ayush says, would you mind if I ask you some questions? Well, if it's related to course about the, this app, that's fine. Othman, no problem. Salma, welcome. So Heva says you like to start from number 1. Okay. You're new here. All right. You didn't get in my previous class. Okay, guys, let's wait a little bit more. Then we'll start from number 1. This session will be 3 hours from now on. 5 minutes is gone already, so now 2 minutes. 2 hours and 55 minutes more. All right. Hello, Ayush. Ayush says, why had been is not used in single past sentence? Which one you're talking about? Hello, Soha. Welcome. Hello, Ayush. I said, could you please tell me how I will improve my vocabulary skill? By reading a lot. So that's the answer of your questions. When you read a lot, obviously you try to know new words. And remember that when you learn a word, you need to learn what kind of parts of speech it is. Can you make other parts of speech? I give this common example every time. Let me share you another example or instance. Hang on a moment, please. Okay. Ayush says, could you tell me the uses of had been? Okay. Habil, welcome. Once again, guys, to our more interactive session of English grammar today. So today we are here to solve some problems, and obviously you're the participants, so you can answer on the commentary section, and I'm going to read all your answers. Do not worry about the right or wrong or mistakes, because I'm here to help and support you. Okay, and dear viewers, do you know that how to give the support? If you see the heart shape symbol, touch it once to support me. I says, do you really think by reading a lot, did you improve your vocabulary skill already? Your sentence doesn't make sense to me, Ash. But if you mean that by reading a lot will help you learn a lot of vocabulary, that's right. There is no other way. You can't just, learn the vocabulary without reading anything. If you don't read, that is much unlikely for you to know the new words. Hello, Osil. I'm ready for the question. Question will start with Q, not C, okay? So Ayush has a question, had been. Does anyone know the use of had been? Ayush says, practice makes you perfect in speaking. That's right. It's not only speaking, everything. If you say about cricket, look at the cricket players, how many hours they practice. Football, volleyball, hockey, swimming, music, drums, guitar. Everyone is practice. Without practicing, no one will be perfect, man. Hello, Joy. Welcome. Noor Jahan. Walaikum salam. So I'm going to answer the use of had been. Does anyone know the use of had been in a sentence? I'm just waiting to get the answer from you. So, Joy, if you know the use of had been, can you please give us an example? I says because I excuse me, I read a lot of books, but it's still stuck in vocabulary. Possibly, you don't look for the meaning. If you find a new word, you need to know the meaning. As I said, you need to know what kind of pursuit is, and you have to make other words. I'm going to give example in a moment, guys. Bear me a moment. That party was last week, but I had not been invited. Yes, that is the past. You know, perfect, but it was a passive voice. You had not been invited. So nobody had invited you. That's correct. Occur. And also use had been, something was happening in the past over a period of time. Like, the football match had been going on for 3.5 hours last month in Barcelona, for example. I had been learning wrong techniques of speaking English since Monday. No, this is wrong, Joey. If you use had been, it should be always in the past. It should be starting from the past and it should be finishing in the past. It shouldn't come in the future. Remember that. That's the basic rule. If any action happened in the past and it should be continuously happening in the past and it should be finishing in the past, in that case, we use had been. As I gave an example earlier, Monica, welcome. If you're free, join me, Monica. I have invited you. I have been working since early. This is present perfect, Monica, but their question was past perfect, had been. Hello, Monica. Ooh, ooh. What happened? Are you fighting with the microphone? Don't fight with the microphone. Thank you very much for joining, Monica. Tell our viewers, where are you from? Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Kaiser, welcome. All right, Joey, welcome. I had been learning English for a long time. This is incorrect as well. My sister had been cooking when I visited her house. That is correct. Remember, if you are to use had been, it's a past action that was happening. It should be always stayed in the past. It shouldn't come in the future. Good example, Aish. So I had been helping our learners last year for the last 3 months from March to say April, May, June, up to June. So Monica, the use of had been, it's a bit echoing, I don't know, yes, it's maybe your connection. When something was happening in the past over a period of time. So for example, Monica had been studying English in 2020 from March to June, for example. And we also had been in passive voice, like I had not been invited in the party last month. You had not been invited too. So once again, guys, welcome to our interactive grammar session today. And we're going to start our lesson in a moment. Kaiser wrote a good example. I had been working as a wedding supervisor before I came to India. That's good. Hello, Nurjahan. Welcome. What happened, Monica? We lost you. Monica, come back, please, so I have time. So, guys, oh, I'll bring you notice, Monica. Okay, we had been suffering from corona since December. Since December, we don't use since and from together, Joey. From, it should be from 2019. From December 2019 to 2020. Yes, that's correct. But do not use, you'll come back in a moment. That's okay, great. You said welcome, you're good to go. Thank you very much. So let's crack on it. Question number 1. We'll go quickly because we did it few days, I mean 2 days ago. Yeah, what was it, the grammar session we had? We completed up to 7, so we'll move quickly. Question number 1. What is the answer? My brother dash in San Diego up until last year. Okay, Joy says was leaving. Salima, walaikum salam. Hava says was leaving. Any other answer? Can you guys hang on a moment, please? I'll be back. Yeah. Hello guys, I'm back. Ayush says has left. Hope you're having great time. Yusuf, yes. Where did you say leaving on? We are talking about question number one. Everyone focus on question number one, please. Look at the answers. A was left, B was leaving, C has left, D is leaving. Mohammed says was leaving. Salima says was leaving. Habil said was leaving. Okay, guys, look at the sentence one more time. It's my brother in dash in San Diego up until last year. This is the important word, last year. Nada says was leaving. Hello, Ryan, welcome. Was leaving. Aisha has lived. Oh, okay. So, is there any more answer, guys? Viewers? Once again, do not forget to toss the heart shape symbol. This is an open and public lesson so that you can participate and write your answer. Welcome to my interactive grammar session. Today we are discussing some common problems of past tense. It is an amazing matter that I must describe it shortly, that you have to remember, guys, when there is an action from the past, and most of the verbs must be in past tense. Remember, rule number one. Rule number two, we can use in the past present tense only if it is universal too. Like my mother said, the sun rises in the east, because sun always rises in the east. Or it's a fact. Okay? Like, what is the fact? I can't remember. But anyway, universal truth, fact, or something within the inverted comma, it can be present tense. But if there is a sentence and if there are verbs which started in the past and there is an indicator it's past tense through which you will understand this is past tense, then you must use all the verbs in past tense. Do not use present tense under any circumstances. Rule number two. Okay, so if you remember this, it will be helpful for you to understand your grammar and you'd be good in English. So look at the word until last year. Last year is a past tense. So my brother, look, A, B, C, D. C and D is a present tense. We have to remove it. So A and B was lived. We don't say was lived. Lived is the past participle form of the verb live. Lived, lived. We can use was lived if there is a has or have or had. Because there is no has, have or had, so A is incorrect too. The B is the only answer. So my brother was living in San Diego up until last year. Okay. Nurzahan says, may I ask you something? Why English is so complicated for me sometimes? I don't know. You have to find out your answer. So number one, B is the correct answer, guys. Okay. So number two. Now you got the clue. I have explained what you should choose. I worked as a graphic designer before I dashed to England. Came, have come, did come, come. Okay, Joey says came. Nada says came. Nurjahan, yes, was living. Heba says came. Was living, correct answer. Ahu welcome says came. Fahad welcome says came. Any other participants? Anyone? Come on, give it a try. Don't give up. Fabio, welcome. Fabio says came. OCL says hey, came. Mohammed says came. Hey, Bahar, welcome. Yeah, Bahar, we are restarting question 1 because some of them didn't participate. Douglas, welcome, came. Ayush says came. Ryan came. Nurjahan came. Aisha came. Yes, look at that word. I worked. Work present tense, worked past tense. So from the second word you can understand it's a past tense. So I worked as a graphic designer before I. Obviously now it should be past tense. So choice A, B, C, D. D is the present tense. B is the present tense and C is emphasis. We use sometimes do and did, but not in this case when we're answering only. So A is the correct answer. Before I came to England. Now, when can we use do and did before the verb? Like, have you done this? For example. Or do you speak English? Yes, I do speak English. Do you know him? I do know him. You see, when stressing on do, that means you're confirming. So it is used do come or did come, like did he come to the class? He did come, teacher. When is the answer? Question. Okay, so 2A, came is the correct answer. Salima says came. Yes, Ayush, do you speak English? I do. You're stressing on do. So Aisha says, according to grammar, it would be past perfect. Why it should be past perfect? So I worked as a graphic designer before I came to England. Past perfect could be possible, but in these options, there is no past perfect. All right. It is past simple, yes. In the question number 2, there is no past perfect. By the way, dear viewers, it is a question paper from, year 6 from some school. All right. So question number 2, A is the correct answer. Came. Number 3, dash reading the paper yet. Ayush says 3 is B. Nada says 3 is B too. Bahar says B. Heva says, have you finished? Hey, Mariella, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Come on, guys. What's the answer? If there is anyone who would like to answer. Fabio says B. Kutush says hi. Hello. Omid says B. Nana says, have you finished? Aisha says, have you finished? Nurjahan says, it's not B. Have you finished? Have you finished is B. Mohammed said, had been. Oh, we are doing number 2, guys. I'm sorry, number 3. We are on number 3. So, look at the sentence pattern again. Reading the paper yet. From the word yet, you must understand we use the word yet in present tense. Okay, in several situations. Situation 1, when you're answering in a negative way, most of the times in questions and answer, like, have you taken a dinner? Not yet. Number 1. Have you finished your homework? Not yet. Sometimes we say yet to. Oh, have you finished your homework? Not yet, or yet to. If you say simply yet to, That is also meaning you haven't done it, but you would like to do it soon. Mariella says B. We are number 3. Okay, B is the correct answer. So yet means present tense. So have you finished is the only sentence that makes the full meaning of the sentence. Have you finished reading the paper yet? We have to remember in question or interrogative sentence, our tone must be going high so that the listener can understand. Oh, have you done the job yet? Have you met him yet? Have you finished reading the book yet? Have you finished watching the movie yet? You can make hundreds of meaningful sentences. Remember, this grammar not only teaches us some rules, it builds you the confidence to make more sentences, through which you can write many more sentences and you can speak as well. So question number 3, B is the answer. Have you finished? Well done, everyone. Have you finished the correct answer? Number 4. Okay, Bahar has already answered. I dash in love 3 times in my life. Okay, A was being, B was, C had been, D had been. Bahar, you were present in my lesson on the other day, remember. Joey said, I was in love 3 times in my life. Okay, we'll find it out, don't worry. Hava says have been, Aisha says was, Fabio says have been, Naina says have been, Aisha said was is the answer. Nada said had been, Luis says was, Ayush 4. We are doing 4, guys. We are on question number 4. Mohammed says had been. Ryan said was being. Kuto says have been. Douglas says was being. Wow, when there is more than one answer, that time it becomes interesting. I'm going to explain all of this, guys. Do not worry once again. Before you attempt to answer, my suggestion would be always try to read the sentence and try to understand the meaning, what the sentence says. For the question number 4, is my life finished yet? No. Has my life finished yet? No. So life is here up to now. So it should be, that's the clue, present tense. So I was being, we don't use I was being. It is an unnatural. I was in love, if it is in past tense. I have been, in this all these choices, only C is the present tense. All are past tense. Another clue is that if you find more than one answers in the similar tenses, then it is a wrong answers. Okay, this is called removal rules by understanding. So C is the correct answer. I have been in love 3 times in my life. So for C, Joey said passive was being. In this sentence, there is no way you can make it passive, unfortunately. You need to understand the sentence. We can't make all sentences as passive. So 4C is the correct answer. English says C. Okay, that's great. Let's move to the question number 5. You guys are doing great. Before we go to the question number 5, I have got a small homework for all of you. I'm going to show you another screen. Had been is incorrect. I said to you already. From where I know if the love is still in present to choose have been. Look at the word my life, in my life. Nada. Is life, in my life. My life is not done yet. It's up present. So, for the screen. We'll come to find out. What kind of parts of it is? What's happening? Okay. Now, can you word any vocabulary, new word? Say you're reading, you have found this word, adjective. I'm going to tell you today on greatest rule how you can understand where the adjective is. My Dana, welcome. Beautifully. Yay, welcome to the journey. Yeah, it's happening now. Screen sharing. Hey, hello, welcome. Johnny is here, guys. Yahoo! Teacher, if you listen. Hey, Teacher Johnny, welcome. I would like to talk to comments. We'll do the small homework. We'll go back to the grammar question, guys. Okay. Come, Teacher Johnny, to our interactive grammar session. Would you like to tell our viewers about? I can hear you.